Of course, nominations are wonderful and welcome, but the truth is, it's the real, the real victories here is actually getting this movie made, because you really don't see films like this coming out of the Hollywood studio system very often. This is kind of a grand American epic about greed. It's like a modern day, fall of the Roman Empire. Probably more hesitant before you actually start to, because once you get into character. It was amazing because Marty really hired an incredible cast here, and it was like organized chaos. We rehearsed a lot beforehand, improvised even before we went on set, but when we got to being there on set, it was an entirely different animal. It took on a life of its own. So it really is, sort of, free-form artistic expression in that regard. We got to do what we wanted, and that's kind of rare.
It was fun, but it was also dark. It was all about excess and hedonism, and what's fun on the surface, but it's underneath. It comes from a very dark place. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, no, that was something I was doing before the take just to relax myself. And it was Leonardo's idea for me to bring it into the scene. We had the scene was done, we were happy with it. And Leonardo raised his hand and said, hang on a second. He goes, try putting that in the scene. So I said, okay.
One thing I did learn from him, and I've obviously been a huge fan of and seen all of his films, is I realized that you can make character be the story. You don't have to traditionally structure a film. I'm very kind of wedded to making sure there's a structure and all that. Marty has an investment in character, makes that the story. And I think it's a very gutty way to make films, but it inspires me to try to do some of that.
Thank you very much. You are very nice.
So what is it? My mom. And that's my manager, and then I've got my agents and stuff.
Your mom, yeah.
Because we look very similar, yeah.
Break it and you saw us like out with friends and whatever. And then I get home.
It's really amazing. Neither of us ever expected any of this to happen, obviously. So it's a little surreal, but it's really great.